Okay. Okay, so I asked you guys what kind of questions you have. She can hear now also her question. Okay, perfect. We'll get to it, Emily. Okay, so I asked you guys what questions you had. I had a few of you reach out with some questions, and they were pretty basic questions. So this is gonna be really good for new distributors. So if you're on here and you have any new distributors under you, please make sure that they hop on this or send them the recording when we're done. So the first thing we're going to go over is the daily tasks. What should you be doing every single day in this business? So if you don't have a pen and paper right now, well, Emily, you're in the car. Linda, I don't know if you're at the gym or not, but you can rewatch this. So the things that you should be doing daily, you guys, posting is the first thing. If you are not posting every single day, how are people going to know what the heck you're talking about? How are people going to believe anything you say if you are not showing people consistently every day that you are using the products, that you love the products, that you're seeing results from the products, that other people are seeing results from the products, that you're actually making money, and that you have goals and you have vision and you know where you're going with this business? How is anybody supposed to know what the heck you're messaging them about? Okay, posting is so important. So when you're on Instagram, posting on your feed needs to happen every single day. So if you go to any of the leaders' pages, and if you go to my page, you will see I post just about every day. Once in a while, I will miss a day, but for the most part, I am posting every single day, and 95% of the time, it's about the business. You can go through and read my captions, and you guys can use my captions, but I'm talking about the business every single day in different ways because that's what people need to see every day. Otherwise, they're not really sure what I'm doing or what this business is. They don't really believe that I'm making money with it because for some reason, even though it's almost 2020, people still don't understand network marketing. Okay. So on your feed, you talking about the business is something that needs to happen every single day. And we'll talk about how to post too. Then on your story, you are blowing that thing up all day. And that is where you can post all about the products. Okay. So what I really need you guys to do is get your hands on a product. Okay. You guys need to pick one or two products. That's it. One or two products that you are going to use, and you need to commit to using them every single day. And then you're going to show your social media, your Instagram, that you're using it every single day. No, it does not get repetitive. No, people don't think you're annoying. If they will, they'll just unfollow you. But not everybody watches stories every day. Not everybody scrolls through their news feed every day. Okay, they're not seeing what you're doing every single day. So that's why you need to do it every day so that you're catching those people who only check Instagram a few times a week. Okay, so for example, me on my story, I every single day am posting about the keto coffee and the chocolate greens. Every single morning, that's what you're going to see. Whether it's different every day. Sometimes it's me talking to the camera, and that's like, let's see, Monday, Tuesday. What day is it? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's what I did. I had my phone propped up on hands-free mode, and I was literally talking to the camera as I was making it. I wasn't even talking about the coffee. Probably like one of the days I did, but the other days I was talking about something else random. Okay. And people love it. People look forward to that. I've noticed that, like, if I'm not doing it, people are like, did you make your coffee today? What's going on? Okay. Today, I just took a photo of it. Some days I'll just do a boomerang of it. Some days I will record me making the coffee and I'll speed it up fast. And so I'll just put that and I'll put some music over it. Okay. It's different every time, but it's the fact that I'm showing it every single day that these people are eventually like, God, what the hell is this coffee? This girl must be in love with it. Okay. So then after I show my coffee Usually I put something about the coffee after it. So it's either like just a quick picture of my coffee and it just says like what it does and how it makes me feel, or it's a bunch of before and after photos. It's text screenshots from customers who are saying that they love it. You guys, you can find all of this through your upline. They have so much stuff saved on their phone. You can find it in our team page. You can find it in our team chat. If you go back and look at photos, you can follow other top leaders and use their stories. You can find this everywhere, you guys. You just have to be willing to go out and get it. So that, and then, okay, so I do my coffee. And then throughout the day, I'm just posting on it. So maybe I'll do some inspirational quotes. I'm going to show something about my day, whether it's like how annoyed I am with the traffic, or like how hot it is and like why the hell is it hot still. I'm ready for winter. I really am. I just had to make sure I was recording. Okay. I'm showing that I still go to work full time so that people see, okay, like you don't have to just do this business full time. You can still make a full-time income with this and work full time. Because some people want to do this and they don't want to quit their job, and that's okay. Okay. And then I'm probably showing, lately I've been showing my Super Reds supplement. So I just recently got it approved by my doctor because I'm pregnant. And so like I make sure that I say that all the time, because people, when a product gets approved by a doctor, they're like, oh my gosh, it must be great. The doctor said it was good. What? So I've been showing the Super Reds or the collagen. Those are like my go-to products. Okay. Yours can be whatever you want. You can be all about the skincare and show the skincare all the time. Jessie on our team is super into the skincare. She shows that all the time. I don't know if she's gotten the new line yet, but I know what the old line she was. Elizabeth on here, she shows the celery every single morning. You guys, if she doesn't show the celery in the morning, I'm like, is she alive? Oh my God. And I know people look forward to seeing it because people love consistency, right? Like, do you like change in your life? No, you cling to what is consistent. So people, when they are seeing the same thing over and over from you, like they're not annoyed by that. Okay. So on your story, you just want to be posting throughout the day so that your bubble always gets popped to the front. So it's constantly getting viewed. If you're only posting on your story in the morning, then all the people who go watch stories at the end of the day, they're never going to get to yours because your bubble is so far down the line in their followers. They're never going to get to it. That's why you want to constantly like be trying to add to your story every hour, every other hour. Okay. And then if you're on Facebook, and I highly recommend working both. I work both. If you're on Facebook, the goal is to post to Facebook 3 times a day. Now, I don't always get there. I at least post once a day on Facebook, and it's usually I have, my good post that I post on Instagram, I post that to Facebook as well. But then on Facebook, I usually like right when I wake up, I try to take a picture of like my workspace or like, my daily devotional, something to do with my faith. And it always has my coffee in it. So in my caption, I'll like either talk about, what I'm doing for my business that day, or like how, thankful I am that I get to just sit in my pajamas and work from home in the morning rather than getting up at 5 a.m. like I used to and go to my part-time job from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. before I went to my full-time job. I'll put a Bible verse in there and then talk about my coffee, like, something inspirational in the morning with my coffee. Then I'll do my really good post. And then I'll try to do an interaction post. So that is like product in life, business post, and then an interaction post. And an interaction post is just something to get people to comment on it. Because, and this was in our chat when I posted that thing where I had everybody voting what kind of coffee they liked, that was an interaction post. Now that was on my story. But for Facebook, you can do something so similar. the more that people are commenting and liking your things, the more your stuff is going to get shown on other people's feed. Okay. If you're somebody who goes onto social media and all you do is post one thing a day and you don't interact with anybody and you don't have people interacting with you, your stuff doesn't get seen as much. Okay. So we want our stuff being seen everywhere. So that's why we do interaction posts. And you guys, if you go on Pinterest and you type in and you search interactive Facebook posts, so many examples will come up. Okay, simple things like pizza or tacos. Okay, everybody wants to give you their opinion. If you have a dog, I'm sure you can like, oh my gosh, what kind of, even if you're not switching dog food brands, what kind of dog food brand do you buy? I'm thinking about switching brands. What do you think is best? So many people want to give you their opinion. Okay. Like right now, being pregnant, I'm realizing that everybody and their mom wants to give their opinion on, like, I don't know, what kind of car seat I should buy. Or first, before I got this approved, it was like, are you sure you should be drinking that? And I'm like, oh my God. Everybody wants to give you your opinion. You just have to ask for it. Okay. Okay, so that's about posting. Now, let's go back to posting on your feed as a new distributor, because I think that's what we struggle with most. Somebody asked, what should we be posting as a new DT? In the beginning, I get it. It's hard because, you feel like you don't really have a story. You feel like, you just joined this. You didn't make any money yet. So what are you supposed to post about? Trust me when I say, well, first of all, everybody started there. So Ali Antonacci, who makes $30,000 a month, she started there. Okay. But trust me when I say that people are going to be able to relate to you and your story when you first join more than they can relate to me or Ali, who makes $30,000 a month. Okay. My thing, like, I talk about this the most because I'm very, very proud of it. And it was a huge goal of mine for a long time, is that I got to buy a car in cash because of this business. I got to buy my mom a car. People have a hard time relating to that because it is so, like, when I told Scott last year that was my goal, that I wanted to, Scott's my husband, that I wanted to purchase a car in cash, he was like, you realize, like, only big ballers do that, right? Like, what are you going to do? Just like write a check and hand it over? And I'm like, yeah. So he couldn't even comprehend that. Okay. So like other people are not relating to that. They're like, okay, good for you, Taylor. But when somebody who joined and you just want to make $200 a month and you get to fill up your gas tank because of it, and you get to, not sit there when you're grocery shopping and be mentally counting the price of everything that you put in your cart. This was me in college. I was like, okay, $4 plus this was $5 plus $2. I'm adding it up so I make sure that I don't go over $100 so it can last me for however long. When you talk about things like that and how that this business is allowing you to not have to do that anymore, how you can put whatever you need in your grocery cart and not stress, people relate to that. Because, oh my God, I forgot what the statistic is. Well, no, it's 8 or 9 out of 10 women in America are in debt and living paycheck to paycheck. 8 or 9, I can't remember. I think it was like 9 women and like 8 men are living paycheck to paycheck. You guys, that's insane. That means there's nothing going in their savings every month. That means they're taking out huge loans to buy cars, huge loans to buy houses. Okay, hold on. There's a question. What did you post at first before you were making good money? I posted about, holy crap, I just made a $99 bonus. Okay, you guys listen, every single time that you sign a distributor and that distributor gets 2 customers in their first 30 days, you are going to get a $100 bonus that following week. So what should you be doing right now? You all got your shopping spree. Well, almost all of you got your shopping spree by now. So now you're working on getting distributors so you can get those $100 bonuses, because those $100 bonuses that I posted it today, those are the things that you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just got a $100 bonus. I'm going to fill up my fridge, without stressing. Another thing is, Alex, every single time you fill your gas tank up, you just have to make it a habit now. You take a boomerang of the pump, or you take a picture of the car at the whatever gas station, and you post it on your story, not your wall. That wouldn't be a good photo for your wall. You post it on your story and you say, thanks It Works for picking up the tab. Thanks It Works allowed me to fill up my gas tank. I no longer have to put, $10 in my gas tank at a time. I can fill it up. Okay. And you guys, in the beginning, I'll be honest, when I first joined, I had money in my savings. Like, I wasn't struggling. Now, I joined this business because, one, I'm a super, super money motivated, money driven person. So at the time, we were paying for a wedding. I just paid for a bunch of crap, and I had to transfer money out of my savings into my checking to pay for my rent. And to most people, that's like, okay, that's like a monthly occurrence. But to me, I was like, oh my God, like, I lived with my husband and another roommate. We were getting married. I was like, this is not working. This is not going to fly. Like, I need my own space. Okay. And so, like, when I joined, I wasn't struggling to put gas in my tank. I wasn't having those struggles, but 8 out of 10 people are. Okay. So those are the things that you have to talk about. And even if you're not making good money right now, you can still say whatever your goal is, why you joined, that is what you're going to talk about. Okay. So if you joined to, tell me why you joined, Alex. Put it in the chat. Emily, tell me why you joined. Linda, tell me why you joined. Elizabeth, tell me why you joined. Okay. If you joined to quit a part-time job, let's see, to pay off wedding debt, then you talk about that, because you know how many people are probably following you who are either about to get engaged, they just got engaged, they're planning their wedding right now. They, like, the age that we are all in, we are all around the same age. Everybody our age is getting married or having babies. Okay? So talk about that, Alex. Talk about that in your posts, how you joined to pay off the wedding debt. And don't be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, ashamed. Don't be ashamed or like feel bad. I can't think of the word that goes, but don't feel ashamed that you have debt, that you have wedding debt. Like, most people put their wedding on credit cards. And so at the time when we got married, I had not promoted yet at all. So I had rejoined in May and gotten married in July, and I hadn't promoted yet. But you know what I talked about the entire time? I talked about the wedding, because people love weddings, right? I talked about the wedding the entire time, and how, oh my God, my paycheck just paid for my wedding dress. Well, guess what? I bought my wedding dress in like March, but nobody else knew that because I was super private about everything. Oh my gosh, I can't believe It Works just allowed us to purchase open bar for our wedding. Things like that. Okay. Stop living paycheck to paycheck. You can see, you guys, if you watch Elizabeth, she talks all the time about how, because of this business, she gets more time with her daughter. Elizabeth is a single mom, you guys, of oh my God, how old is Carter? Shoot, I don't even know how old she is.
He's 4.
He's 4. She's so big. I wanted to say 4, but then I was like, no, that's too old. She's got to be like 3. But she talks all the time about how, because of this business, she gets to have more time with her daughter. Elizabeth still works full time. Okay? She's a single mom. So, like, in reality, does she have a lot of time with Carter? She doesn't, but she has more time than she would have because she was about to have to get a part-time job before she joined this business. Okay. And she talks about that. And she knows that if she sticks with this business and she is consistent every single day, that guess what? She's going to be able to drop hours at her job so that she really does get to spend more time with Carter instead of just at night before dinner. Okay. What else is something that Elizabeth talks about putting money in her savings all the time. How before she wasn't able to put money in her savings every single month. She's not ashamed to say that. She says it all the time because everyone relates to that. How many people put savings in their, like, it's a huge goal for people to put $100 in their savings every single month. Huge. Like if everybody could do that, oh my God, it would be like the heavens opened up and God was coming down. Okay. She talks about that. Now, because of this business, I get to put money in my savings every single month. I get to, when we go to the store and Carter says that she wants a stuffed animal, I don't have to tell her no. I can say, okay, you want a stuffed animal? Sure. Okay. Linda, loans, doctors, traveling. Yes. Just talk about those things. Like, even if you can't do it yet, talk about how, this business is going to do that for you and how you're so excited. Plan a trip, you guys. Plan a vacation for next year and then talk all about how you're so excited because this business is paying for that. Every single time you go to a doctor visit, talk about how, thank goodness I worked from my phone so that I could take a day off work. I had to see if I had a shirt under this. I'm getting a little toasty. Take a picture and say, like, thank goodness that I worked from my phone so that I was able to take a day off work and not stress because I lost 8 hours of work and I, usually I wouldn't be able to pay all my bills, but because of this, I can. And I'm not stressed. Okay. Whenever I go to the doctor or whenever like Scott has an appointment somewhere and we go together, I'm always like, I am so thankful that I was able to take the day off because I work from my phone and I don't have to stress and I get to be at the doctor with my husband or, whatever I'm doing. Okay. Another thing is, you guys, the video that I posted in our team chat about creating your posts ahead of time by Jade Hooper, you need to watch that because just like in a little like summary of how she does it is, she's amazing at making posts. When you are creating a post for your feed, you want people to feel something. Okay. Like that's how people connect because you make them feel something. So when Elizabeth talks about, because of this business, I get to put money in my savings every single month. I don't have to tell Carter no when she wants blank. Like people can relate to that. It makes them feel something. It makes them even sometimes will feel, oh my God, like I think like when I have a daughter or when I have a kid, I don't want to tell her no. My mom used to tell me, no, we can't afford that all the time. I don't want to say, no, we can't afford that. I would rather say, no, that's like not important. But teaching your kid, like, we can't afford that. I know for a fact, because this is me, that you are now teaching them poor money mindsets. How many like mindset barriers that I have to break for myself now because of, and it's not my parents' fault, it's how they were raised. It's just how we grew up, that they talked all the time about how we can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. We don't go on vacation because daddy has to work 60 hours a week. And now I'm having to work through all of this and, reteach myself that I can have whatever I want, that I can make $10,000 a month if I want, that I don't have to work 50 hours a week as a mom. If I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I can, because I have the ability to make endless amount of money from my phone. Okay. So anyways, Jade Hooper, that was a tangent. How she creates posts is she said, okay, if I gave you $1,000 right now, write down 30 things that you would do with $1,000. If you got $1,000 every single month, extra 1,000 every month, what would you do? Write down 30 things. Those are 30 posts of things that you can talk about. So one day it can be about savings. One day it can be about wedding debt. One day it can be about medical debt. One day it can be about how you want to get a new dog. You know, there's so many things that you could do with $1,000 every single month. I want to get my nails done every 2 weeks, like whatever it is. And then another way that she comes up with posts is she will go on her computer and she will just look up like inspirational quotes on Pinterest. And she'll just read one off. And you guys, when you like read an inspirational or motivational quote, like it triggers something. Like you think of something automatically. So we can do an example. Let me get on Pinterest quick. Okay. Quotes. We're just going to do quotes. We'll see what comes up. Okay, here's the first thing that pops up. Your life isn't yours if you always care what others think. So I could start my post, and I don't want to just post that. Okay, that's a great thing to post to your story because it's in a cute box. You can't see it, but you don't want to just post that to your feed and have that be the caption. Okay, now you can start it with that though, and you can say, your life isn't yours if you always care what others think. And then you can quote it, enter, and then you can talk about how before you joined this business, you saw this girl posting on social media and you saw that she was able to do blank and blank, that she worked from her phone, and it held you back for a blank amount of time because you were afraid what other people were going to think. I know that was me. I was so afraid of what other people were going to think. So you can say, for me, it would be like, I watched this girl, Jenny, I went to college with, be able to only work part-time and make money from her phone. And I wanted that so bad, but I was so afraid of what other people would think of me. I was so afraid of that like I would fail, not make money, and that people were going to make fun of me. And it held me back for so long. Finally, I just decided those people were not paying my bills, and they probably like weren't more successful than me. So why was I listening to people why was I listening to those people? So I decided to jump in, and like you can piggyback off of any type of quote. So that is a way. Okay. Wow. I just talked 30 minutes about quotes or about posts. Okay. So number 1 is posting. Number 2 thing that you need to be doing daily is interacting with people. So that is just commenting and liking on people's stuff. Okay. You want to do that for like 10 to 20 minutes a day. I always get super distracted when I'm doing this, and I end up like just scrolling. So what I have to do to make sure that I am intentional with interacting is I have to set myself a timer, and I will set myself a 10-minute timer. And I'm like, okay, how many comments can I get in 10 minutes? How many comments can I give? And I'll go through my feed for 10 minutes and try to give as many comments as I can. And then I'll just like relax and do something else. And then I'll come back to it and set the timer for 10 minutes again and say, okay, how many stories can I swipe up on and comment on for 10 minutes? And I'll be watching stories, and I will swipe up and I'll hit an emoji, whatever it is. And I'll swipe up and I'll be like, oh my gosh, what kind of dog is that? It's so cute, whatever it may be. Okay. We do that so that our stuff can get shown on their feed more. We want people to know who we are. We want to build relationships with people. Okay. People need to buy into us before they're going to buy into our product. They need to know that we're real humans just like them. We're not some like robot behind the screen. Next thing that you want to be doing daily is adding to your network. So on Instagram and on Facebook, but we'll talk about Instagram first. So how I started in the beginning is I would go to like my best friend's page, and then I would click on her most recent photo. I would click on everybody who liked the photo, and I would follow all of the women who liked her photo. We have a mutual friend. Like, you like my best friend? I love my best friend. So obviously we have something in common. Okay. I would do that for like all of my good friends. I would go follow all of their followers. Another thing now, because I've done that, as I'm scrolling through my feed, interacting with people, if I see a super cute girl and I think her profile is really great, I will just go to her most recent photo, click on the likes, and then I'll follow all those people. Another thing is like boutiques. If you have a boutique in your area that you really love, go to their page and follow the people who liked their most recent photo. If you have pugs, like I'm sure there's a lot of pug pages, so find a pug page that's like your favorite, and everybody who liked their photos, go follow all those people. There's this one girl, this fitness girl that I just like love following her, and I will go follow everybody who likes her posts. Okay, so that's how I follow people on Instagram. On Facebook, you can do the same like friends, mutual friends thing again. So like I just did this recently because I realized I never did it with my sister's friends. I went to my sister's page now that she's younger than me. So when I first started, I didn't do this. This is probably why, because she was young. She was too young. But now she's older. I went to her friends, and I literally just went down the list and I friended all her friends. Like, people are either going to friend you back or they're not. Whatever. Like, don't pay attention to it. You're not going to know, like, oh, that girl didn't friend me back. Like, whatever. You can do that with all your friends. Suggested friends are going to pop up. Friend those people. You can do the exact same thing with, like, the boutique thing. There's tons of boutiques on Facebook, too, that you can go and you can get added into groups. Right now, I'm in a group of all people who are having a baby in April of 2020. And so, I'm like pretty active in that group, and I comment on things and I like things in that group. And when I, if I see somebody who I think, oh, I could actually be friends with them, or, maybe we have something in common, or maybe I don't know, like she just posts really good photos and I think she'd be good at this business, I'm going to go friend that person. And then I'm just going to send them a message and I'm going to say, hey, you're from the group. I thought it would be really cool to connect on Facebook. I really liked blank, or I really liked how you did blank. Okay. Does that help, Linda? Because I know I think that was your question on how to add people to Facebook. So we posted, we interacted, we added people. Posted, interacted, added. Message is the next one. Okay, I feel like you guys have been pretty good with messaging. I've been getting a lot of screenshots from people, but don't hold yourself back from who you should be messaging. If they're following you, they're in your store. Okay, your social media is your store. Your doors are open every single day if you are posting every day. Okay, so you can go ahead and message those people. Now, if you're not posting every day and then you gotta try to go message people, you cannot be butthurt when they don't reply. Obviously, they're not going to reply. Okay, if you didn't post about the business for a week, and then you came and messaged me and told me that you think I would be so good at this business, I would go look at your profile and I'd be like, girl, you ain't even good at this business, okay? So how could you tell me I'm gonna be? All right, people know, like, people can see that. Okay, people see other people on their timeline joining LipSense, joining Younique, joining Mary Kay, joining Arbonne, joining Thrive every single day. And guess what, you guys? 95% of those people quit in their first 90 days. How many makeup groups have you been added to? I have too many makeup groups that I'm in to count on my hands. How many of those probably in the last 6 months, how many of those people are still active? I think there's one. One girl is like still active and I'm getting notifications from her. Everybody else quit because they didn't see results right away. You guys, this is not a get rich quick thing. You were told in the beginning of this business, it takes consistency, and it does. That is the number one thing. The number one reason of success, like the one thing that you have to get drilled into your head, that this business takes time and consistency. But wouldn't you rather, Haley Small, she came to me one day. She was having a rough patch in her business and she wasn't promoting like she wanted to. And then she was doing so much self-development. And then she came to me and she said, Taylor, I don't know why I'm flipping out, because even if I only promoted once a year, there's eight ranks in this company. The top one makes an average of $30,000 a month. If I only promote once a year, in 8 years, I will be making $30,000 a month. Tell me what else can do that for me. Tell me what kind of corporate job can do that for you. So she's 22 now, just turned 22. So by the time she's 30, is that math? I don't know. Yeah, but when she's 30, if she only promotes once a year, she can be making $30,000 a month from her phone. Like, what the heck, you guys? You have to see the long term. And even if you aren't in this, to quit your full-time job and do this full-time, like even if you're not interested in making $30,000 a month, you have to look at the long-term picture as like, look at me. I make $2,000 a month doing this, and I work full-time still. I work this business an hour in the morning and an hour at night. Can you imagine? Like just 2 extra hours bringing in another $2,000 a month. You guys, when I was at my part-time job working 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., I was paid under the table cash, but I was only bringing in $200 a month. That was ridiculous. And then I was having to eat lunch in the car while I drove to my other job and worked my other job like 12 to 9 p.m. It sucked. Okay, so you have to look at the long-term picture as, this is going to take time to build because it's a business. You're a business owner now. Okay? But what this can do for you, and it's not just about the money, you guys. You're gonna meet people throughout this business. If you are interacting in our team page and you're just being open-minded and getting on Zooms like this, you are going to meet people and they're going to become like your best friends. They're going to be the most supportive people in your life. You're going to tell them that you want to buy a house in cash, and they're going to be like, heck yeah, girl, let's do it. What do you need? You need to get to Triple Diamond? Okay, come on, let's go. And they're going to cheer you on, and they're going to help you do it. You are never in this business alone, okay? The people that you're going to meet is just like, seriously, Alyssa, we've been Zooming together in the mornings. We're not on the same team. Somehow we just connected over something. She just had a daughter, so now she's like telling me everything that I don't know what I'm having. I don't know why I like keep talking about daughters. I think I want a girl. But I don't know what I'm having yet. But she's like, we're working and she's telling me everything that I need to buy. And like, I don't have anybody else in my life like that, you guys. None of my other friends have kids. Like, half of my friends think I'm like, everybody who lives in California right now, they don't have babies till they're like 35 or 40. So they think we're absolutely crazy. So like this business is going to give you friends. It's going to give you so much confidence, you guys. Right now, you might not be very confident. And one of the questions on here actually was, how do I be confident? You need to be consistent first. The more consistent you are, the more results you're going to see. Okay. And being consistent for 1 week is not going to yield you results. It's being consistent for a month. And this is another, Haley has gone through so much like growth in this business. So I just talk about her a lot, but she was during her like rough patch of her business, she was not enrolling distributors. She was getting very frustrated. And I looked at her page and I said, what makes you think you're going to enroll a distributor? You post once a week. What makes you think? Who taught you that? It wasn't me. What makes you think that people would trust you with their financial goals? And so then she was like, okay, she got over the hump. She starts posting every single day. And a week goes by. And she's like, Taylor, I've been posting every day. I still haven't seen results. And I'm like, girl, it's been 1 week. People now are like, oh, now you want to work this business. Let's see how long it's going to last. So now you've caught people's attention. Okay, 1 week. 2 weeks go by. She's like, I still haven't signed anybody. I don't know what, like, I'm still getting told no every day. People are still like, you haven't even been, it hasn't been a month yet. Okay. She hit her 1 month mark of posting every single day. She was so excited. She came to me and she's like, it's been 1 month exactly. Guess what? I have 3 PDTs. We're talking about the business right now. Okay. And since then, she has not missed a day. And I think she has signed the most distributors on our team in the last 2 months because she has not missed a single day. Okay. So anyways, how do you become confident? It's just taking that first step. You have to put one foot in front of the other each day. And it doesn't matter how big it is, just one step, and you will become more confident. It's like the first time, you go to a new school or you get on the bike for the first time, you play and you like, if you've never played basketball before, you get thrown into a game. Like, how scared are you? You're not confident at all. But the more you do it, the more confident you're going to get. The first time I talked on my story, you guys, like to the camera, do you know how many times I redid that? Oh my God. I probably wasted like an hour just trying to make a story because I was just so nervous and I thought it had to be absolutely perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Okay. You messing up is normal. It's okay. People want to see you mess up because then it makes them think, oh, okay, she messed up. Like, maybe I could do this business because I know I couldn't be perfect. Okay. But then the more you're talking, I remember Alex, she's been showing herself make her coffee a lot lately. And I remember the first time she did it, she was like, oh my God, I was so nervous. And now she's doing it and she's probably getting more confident every single time she does it. She's nodding. So yeah, the more you do it, the more confident you're going to get. It just takes time. Okay. Like, I'm not going to give you a magic pill and you're going to like have confidence. Okay. Another thing is self-development. Self-development is huge, huge, huge in this business. There's so many things, like your mind controls so much, so much. So if you're not doing self-development and like getting your mind right every single day, well, there goes half your confidence because your mind's not right. And then like you have that vibe, people can feel it. Okay. You got to do some self-development, get your mind right every day. Just like, and self-development can be anything from reading like a self-help book to a podcast to a motivational video. It's not all training videos on YouTube. Okay. How do I get people interested? By being consistent. You see the theme here. So one thing that I like to do when I am talking about the business on my feed that kind of gets people more interested is I never say it works. And I shouldn't say never, but when I'm talking about the business, usually I don't use the word it works in my posts because I want people to come to me and ask me what I do. I want to build curiosity within my page. I want people to know that I'm making money from home somehow. I can do it whenever and wherever I want. So it must be from my phone or from a laptop. And that I get to help people do the exact same thing. Okay. Because I mean, a lot of times you guys, like MLMs, they get bad reps. And it's not just it works. Like lots of MLMs have bad reps. In the beginning, you guys, before I tried LipSense, I got added to so many groups. And I'm like, oh my God, another one. I can't, like with this lipstick, it's not that good. And then it just so happens that this girl, Jenna, she's on our team. You guys know her. She sold LipSense and she came to me and she was interested about the business. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this LipSense girl, are you joking me? She decided to join the business. She gave me a LipSense thing and it was actually so good. I'm like, oh my God, I've bought like 4 of them since from random girls. So it's not just it works that gets the bad rep. Like you just hear something along the lines of your cousin's best friend aunt did it works and she didn't work the business and she wasn't consistent. So she didn't make money. So she quit. And when she quit, she blamed everything on the business and that the business did not work. Or Susie down the street bought the hair, skin, and nails, and she tried it for a week and then like forgot she had it and left it in her cabinet. And she's like, oh, my hair didn't even grow. Well, Susie, did you take the before picture and did you use all of them? No, it's still sitting in your cabinet. Okay. So when I'm talking about the products, like obviously people know it works because it's all over the package, whatever. But if you're talking about it and you are using it every day and you are telling people how amazing you're feeling and sharing your results and other people's results, how are people going to tell you it doesn't work? Tell me that the keto coffee doesn't work. Now, if you're shoving carbs in your face, yeah, it's not going to work. If you're putting sugar in it, well, yeah, it's not going to work. Tell me it doesn't work. I'll prove you wrong. Okay? Tell me this collagen. You see this face? Glowing. No, I'm just joking. But you guys, when you start using the products, like they work. They're amazing. Okay, what kind of questions do we have, you guys? I zoomed with a DT. Put them in the chat. What other questions do you have? I talked with a DT this morning, and she was just like, I feel like I need like just constant motivation, and that she wanted to know that she wasn't alone and struggling, and that like other people get told no too, and she wanted to know that I struggled too, basically. And I was just like, okay, well, number one, like nobody else you can get motivated, and that motivation lasts about 10 seconds after you get off this Zoom. You get off a Zoom or you get off watching some kind of training video and you're motivated for like 10 seconds, then it's like out the door. So motivation is crap, number one. So number one thing is you need to find something in your life that you want so much. Okay? The loans and the debt, you need to get super specific. You need to go and add up all the debt that you have from your wedding. Alex, Linda, you need to go up and you need to add all the doctor debt that you have and all of the loans that you have. Add it up to the penny and write it down. And you need to get so laser focused on paying that off. So focused on it that if you don't, you're going to be pissed. That's how I was about my car. Like if I did not get that car and I was going to have car payments every single month, I was going to be so mad at myself. And I wanted to get it done. My goal was to get it done this fall. But I was like, my deadline is like winter. Because I'm not driving my crappy car in the winter again. I was going to be so mad if I didn't do that. And that's what I was focused on the entire year. Every single time I got paid, I looked at the bills and I was like, okay, this. Okay, the rest is going into my savings for the car. I was so focused on it, you guys. You have to have something like that. Otherwise, you're going to get up and you're going to look at your phone and you're going to have these messages, or you're going to be like, gosh, I really should send messages. And you're going to be like, why? It's fine. I'll do it in the morning. So number one, you have to figure out why you're doing this and be so laser focused on it and see it every single day. That is going to be your motivation. That's what's going to keep you going. Okay. Number two, everybody gets told no. Morgan Martin has this YouTube video. Morgan Martin, write her name down. Go follow her. She has amazing YouTube videos, but she has a video, something along the lines of like getting told no, or I get told no to, something like that. And she talks about, as a presidential, she gets told no every single day, way more times than she gets told yes. But she plays a game with herself and she just keeps going until she gets a yes, until somebody says that they're interested. And then she's like, celebrates it like it's the biggest thing. And all of the no's that she got before then, it doesn't even matter. She forgot about them. Okay. That's how you have to look at this business. Like, I get told no. I'll go through my phone and be like, we'll be here 5 minutes before somebody answered me. But when you get that yes, you guys, it's so worth it. Okay, if I didn't keep going, Elizabeth wouldn't have been in this business. And then Elizabeth would have had to go get that part-time job on top of her full-time job. And then she really wouldn't have been able to see her daughter at night. She would have been coming home and putting her in bed right away. They wouldn't have had game nights. If I didn't keep pushing past all the no's to get to that yes. Okay? So you have to think of this business and treat it like if you don't share this every single day, you're being selfish. There are people who pray for something like this. They just pray to God, please, God, I am struggling. I don't have time to go get another job. Please give me something that I can do in my spare hour. We have it, you guys. Somebody's out there saying, oh my God, please, I just want to lose weight. I've been trying so hard. I don't know what else to do. We have that. There's somebody out there who has terrible acne and they just feel like all proactive not work. Okay, it clogs the pores. It's terrible. I used it. Okay, and they're sitting there like, I don't know what to do. We have it, you guys. So if you're not sharing it every day and you're not asking people, telling people about what we do and offering people the business or the products, like you're being selfish. We have something so amazing on our hands. So amazing. And a lot of companies like us, they're not as good at us, number one, because they have to keep inventory. That is something so cool about our company, is we don't have to hold any inventory at all. Like, who has a grandma who has a bunch of Mary Kay or Avon stuff in the closet still from like 1980? Okay? We don't have to hold inventory. That's a huge thing. Number two, you will not find a compensation plan like ours because there is no cap on the amount of money that you can make. If you read through the compensation plan, you will realize that it's literally made for you to make $1 million a year. There is not a cap. There's not. The money is endless. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Okay. Do we have any other questions? I feel like that's a good place to end. And I hit an hour. I talked for a really long time. So, all right, we will end this here.